Hello again, folks. This is Ed here once again. If any of you actually listen to my channel, I guess a few of you are. I notice I have 3 subscribers now. That's great. Keep it up. Subscribe. I'm not sure how to tell you how to do that yet. I'm still doing all this YouTube stuff and having my own channel and all that. It's been a fun experience, though, I gotta admit. Because I'm retired and bored, and and it gives me something to do. I can't really do anything until I get recovered from my back surgery. Anyway, we're gonna work on the Tamiya today. I've taken the liberty. I had some already, did a couple up to number 2. I've completed number 2. This was number 1. Okay, the cockpit. This was number 2, which was the engine. Okay, and now we're going to move on to number 3, which is, looks like the bottom part of the wing. Okay, middle part of the fuselage. That's what we're going to work on today. I've gone ahead and I've taken them parts and I've cut them out. I've gone over them. These actually, one thing I like about Tamiya, the parts seem to be pretty clean. Actually, you don't really have to do a lot of cleaning up. I've had to on my Mustang. Oh, that was air fix though. Anyway, but I think a lot of them you have to do when you put the fuselages together. You just always got to do some work because they're never perfect, right? Anyway, I've got this part primed, and I've got this part primed. The reason I got these on here because these little parts, I can probably take these off now. Okay. These little parts right here are actually, I gotta paint the whole inside of this olive drab. But these little parts go that way and they glue on there, so I said, why not just glue them on first and then paint it all at once, right? Anyway, I gotta do that. I'm going to pause this and I'm gonna go paint those parts, and we'll be back, and as soon as they're dry enough, we'll start putting them together. Okay, we're back. I took just went out and I had these 2 parts here that required to be painted on the inside, so that's what I did. And it's about 95 here with a little breeze and the sun shining. Stepped outside for about 2 minutes and these babies were dry. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on this. This one here requires this little part right here. I don't know if you can see that little square. That is a clear piece. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put the clear piece in. I like to wait and do that like last minute if I can. Because sometimes it just takes a tiny little bit of paint or a tiny little bit of glue, get on there, and it'll ruin that. So I'd like to put those on there last. Anyway, I've got these parts all cleaned up, and let's start putting them together. But there's just one problem. I'm trying to keep these videos down to 5 minutes. So as much as I hate to, I gotta go into hyperlapse again. I hate it when that happens because, man, it wears me out. But let's sure sleep good at night after that.